Alright, welcome back everybody. So I'm thinking about making a custom version of this game, or possibly a clone. And I found a website, but right now we're in swarm space. For some reason, all the swarm space always has asteroids floating and lightning. I guess they're making it simple. It's like the dark, stormy part of Harry Potter. That just came to mind now, but any dark scene in the storm, so. It looks cool at first, but man, it lags, and I'm wondering if I have better hardware, this game would lag less. But on a laptop, I wish I could turn off the background sometimes, just go with one solid color I could choose. Because I really do believe color therapy is real. You can choose your color, you kind of feel better, right? Something fresh, maybe something with more light. So now I remember there's a setting in the display where you can put black and white. I learned how to do that years ago in Windows, but I haven't done it yet on this one. It'd be interesting to play this game black and white. Let's see if I can figure it out by heart here. So I remember it was it color management? It was like in display. I remember it wasn't on the computer I did. It was a Dell laptop. It was in a strange location, so. This computer here is controlled by some Intel software, since it's an Intel processor and Intel integrated video system, or video processing system. So, So was it under display? Maybe under display we'll be able to find it. I remember it was buried in the menu too. You couldn't find this right here. Colors. No? Okay. Hoping it'd be black and white. Oh, color, or back to color management. I feel like I'm really close to where it is, but I just don't know the exact location yet. Adapter. There you go, graphics properties. So the Intel graphics and media control panel, as they call it, might actually have a control for that. Now I'm trying to do 2 dailies at the same time, so I have 2 of my ships out that I usually use just for attacking. These ships mine so slow, and the mining rate never goes up unless you do one of the galaxy researches. But it goes up very slowly, 20%, 30%, which is, that's an improvement. I mean, there's some things that only go up 5% in this game, or 1%. So that's a lot compared to others. It's probably the biggest percentage gain I've seen. But it's still kind of slow. So it's not only, I think the root cause is not that it's slow. It's just the economy in this game is so exponential. At the beginning of the game, there's no cost in repair, and it costs hundreds of units only, or a few thousand, 1,000-2,000 units. But then later on, you're using crazy amounts of resources. I think I had to refine 500,000 or 2 million worth of resources just to get to this level. So, at least. That's and mining it too, all the and gaming it and accepting it. So I wish there was a speed version of the game, so if I customize it. You just get like a discount on it and everything, but I don't have to open up boxes. I can't PvP now, or something like that. Something that made sense. So color enhancement. Here we go. All colors. And there's red, blue, and green, but no black and white. What the? I thought I had it. Jesus Christ. Where is the custom setting? Oh my god. Maximum. Options and support. I can rotate it 360 degrees. There's 4 settings for rotation, but no black and white. Oh my god, where's the black and white thing? There's usually like, I remember it was in here, so. Well, might have to come back to that. So, the computer I used to have, it was a Dell Precision. So it was different than this. It actually had an NVIDIA card and NVIDIA software. I installed the drivers myself. I don't know where that is. That's just hard to find. But let's try to look it up. I use my Internet Explorer here. You're wondering how much RAM this computer uses to run this emulator. It's about 2 gigs. So let's type in the Google software engine. That's the one I use the most. I've used many different software engines for searching. And let's try to, let's see, black and white display for not Disney, what is that? Display for HP, and I'm going to put my model type and then model number. I should have an Intel just to. Okay, this is actually somebody having a problem when it displays black and white. Alright, let's just put Windows 7. Right here. So it says display color settings during the saturation, slide all the way to the left. So I was there. Okay. I was thinking those sliders might work, but I didn't want to mess with it. Because you find out through your first bad experience messing with software that it is the wrong thing to do. You should look it up. You should back up everything. Test it on like a crappy computer. You got a test computer, like mess with that first. And don't do it with your one good computer. You have to resist that urge at all costs. So, alright, so it's under saturation. Okay. So we gotta go all the way back to this thing here, which is very, Jesus, it's like 12 clicks and 6 windows to get all the way here. And then there's color enhancement and saturation. There we go. Look at that. We can play this in black and white. And we're going to do that for a while. I'm going to click apply. I'm going to click OK. So apply doesn't close the window, right? And sometimes it seems like it's better, but you're giving the computer time. So if your computer's been working hard all day and it's kind of old or kind of cheap, use it when you can. It might be better. So look at that. It's kind of weird because in my mind I remember the colors now, but everything is now completely black and white. We're like on a computer from the 40s now. Or from the 80s when it only had two colors too. Well, there's a weird bug where the swarm like bunch up in a corner here. Like you can't click on them, but nobody can destroy them. They just disappear after a while. So I'm not sure what that is. I feel like that's the guy who created the swarm software. You know, he like programmed that in. Just it's like a secret message for him, meaning that it's a certain time or there's full number of users in the game or something. I don't know. Could mean anything, right? Or it's a way to like store some secret software. It's probably some console code if I open up the console and type in the code or uploaded some add-on or something. It would do something special. I just accepted some rewards there. Thank you, Star Trek Fleet Command and Scopy and Digit Studios and CBS Interactive and CBS. CBS actually has a new Star Trek Discovery, so check that show out anywhere you can find it. So I actually like the show. It's just, it really confused me when they lost the captain in the first season. So that's a spoiler there. So, like 2 captains died, and then their alternative, one of them is like another universe, and all this. It's like all about time-related stuff. So it goes deep into that in this new show. So but it's actually a very fun show to watch. It's just, there's one thing I always didn't like about all the Star Trek shows. They're always stuck in the same room at the same angle, the same hallway with like the same 20 commands. It's always red alert, always shields up. I don't know. And the fact like they all wear the same colored uniform, the new one is like, it's like it makes them easy to identify when they're with other groups of people, like the Klingons, but like it's a little hard to watch because like the ship's kind of blue and their stuff is kind of like this video here. So I heard if you use black and white, it'll make the computer run a little cooler. And it seems actually it does the work. So I don't know if I look in the stats at all. But when I'm running only one emulator, it usually runs pretty good. So I'm level 23, so at this point I have to hit, and I had this on my daily goals, but I was never able to hit these ships before. I remember them being like 103 strength, now they're 113. So, but you gotta hit, now that my ship's over like 150, it has excess attack power and adequate shields where it doesn't get hurt so much. And I think I can almost hit all 20 before getting destroyed only once. So that's kind of nice. And the benefits are valuable. You get recruit tokens, so that helps level up your officers or unlock the ability to promote and then level up your officers. And then you also get faction points, and you get some speed ups. Repair speed ups, so, which when you're doing anything in this game here, you really need it. So now if you don't have the repair speed ups, you can use Latinum. So you always have those 2 options. Oh my god, all 3 of us try to attack one ship. So this is another system, but it looks exactly the same, right? It has a different name. If you look in the bottom right, it says Kova or 15 Kova. So the number next to it is the system level, which generally the ships are close to that number. And not all levels have the same strength. So like a level 22 swarm or 22 survey ship are like half the power. Survey ships in faction space are like half the power of like a swarm. So swarm's like 113, almost 114. The survey ships are like 57, which is about half of that number.